That's what I call a joke.
In Belgium, Red Sebastian won, who I hope is not a communist. Well. The man is in control. And Luxembourg cannot save you. How do you feel? Ready for Eurovision?
Maybe some other countries will save us today.
Oh, yes, maybe. I don't think so.
Good start.
Okay.
Promising.
Yes.
Very optimistic.
We had Spain, Greece, Belgium, Slovenia, some heavy hitters who actually selected their songs. So it's exciting to see what they brought to Eurovision. Shall we start with Spain? We didn't see the full performance ahead of today, right?
Yeah.
I just saw a snippet and I'm excited to see the full performance.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's do it.
Let's see what he's singing.
She is a demon.
You think she borrowed the little hat from Melania?
That does look like Melania's hat.
Wow, poetic.
Okay.
She fell?
Okay, now on the floor.
Classic floor action.
I like my dancers.
Outfit change, okay.
Just came off.
I'm sorry, but I don't understand this clothing choice.
I thought we were over with these cat suits or whatever.
Not even, it doesn't fit well. Like, you can see creases everywhere, and we know you're not naked, so why you're pretending to look naked?
Maybe it's not creases.
Simona, why are you hating?
And it also turns out that she is much younger than I thought what she is.
How old is she?
She is 34.
36.
34, I think, 99. No, sorry, 90.
So 45?
She looks 45.
Why are you hating?
I don't know.
She just looks older than what
I thought she was old as well.
Yeah,
I think it's a very heavy makeup.
Yeah, the
very
makeup
heavy
is like
makeup.
really creamy and big. The crowd seems to really enjoy it.
I think they enjoy anything really.
Look at all those phones. Spanish really do get behind their act.
Yeah. Oh, dance
Of course,
break.
there's a dance break.
Of course. Oh, okay.
This looks cool.
That's really
We haven't seen it yet.
okay. That's something cool.
I don't know what's the point of this mini sexy turn and then you don't do anything further.
I think you're gonna see some.
That's how I look like when on the toilet each morning.
Okay.
Oh my god, you're really not into this.
Wow.
What?
Okay. A prawn. Fire. Hair flip.
I saw this on the internet somewhere. I didn't
Oh
realize.
yeah, the helicopter one. People call it online.
People say she's flying to
Okay.
Basel.
Another flip.
Like this, not the airplane.
Wow. It's a lot.
She is passionate.
It's very, very, very passionate performance in all fairness.
So, Spain. Do we want to react to the song first? Or I have a bit of context to share about the selection process. You probably know, Katrina. Do you also know?
I probably don't.
The voting
Let's see
changes.
Let's see what you have.
So last year, Spain used to have this demoscopic vote where yes, and now they don't have it
Sounds
anymore.
like a utensil for a heavy pregnancy.
Yes,
It was like a small focus group, right?
Yes.
From like different demographic bubbles.
Yes.
They would select people and would create a focus group that something like that.
With the intention that it will somehow be helpful in representing the demography of
Different
Eurovision.
demographies, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they changed it and people didn't like it. So this year it was all public, and they had a free app where people could vote once for an artist, and I think it had the equal weighting as the public vote, televote. So in proportion, they
When you say public, you mean jury, right?
televote.
Jury and
Televote was
televote.
25%, free app was 25%, and jury was 50%.
Oh, okay.
So, but it was
still
50-50, I mean, basically.
But
Yeah.
still, I guess public had more of an authentic vote because they could vote via the app, not the demoscopic, demographic, kaleidoscopic injection.
And also you could vote twice. You could then vote on
Yes, televote
call
and the app.
and the app.
But it was
so
a separate
you did
category.
have, you could sort
Yes.
of say a bit further, yeah.
Yes, but I didn't fact check this, but I think
We never do.
the proportion was
No need.
equal between the app. Anyway, so public decided to elect Melody because Melody, the artist who won, was number 3 in the jury vote. So she would not have made it, and the people chose her.
What was
Bailando.
number... Okay. What was number 1 in jury?
The guy Bailando. J.K. Bella
Bello.
with VIP.
Was that
What?
a slightly reggaetonic song?
The man.
I mean, most of them are slightly reggaetonic songs. So
Maybe slightly more reggaetonic.
it's the guy that was singing Bailando-like song.
Okay.
As opposed to sad songs or Italian Sanremo reject songs.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so
So,
So the first is this guy. The second one is...
in the jury,
the
Yeah, but
second
in
in
the
the jury
jury.
was the first
Daniela,
performer, Daniela.
Okay.
Blasco, yes.
Okay.
And then she was third, Melody.
Yeah.
Did you know that her name is Melodia? Her actual name?
So why didn't she just... It's similar to Melody.
Yes.
So she changed it so it's English, so it's...
Probably.
So she can have a successful international career.
But I'm pretty sure people can guess Melody.
Melody.
And she apparently, based on Wikipedia, learned to sing first before she learned how to talk.
I don't even understand what that means. Like,
I thought the same.
I mean, you
But
could shout,
you
like,
can, like,
without saying a word. Yeah, you could make a noise.
Intonate.
Yeah.
And when she was 6, she learned how to sing, and her mother...
I thought she learned how to
Her
talk.
mother tried to discourage her from singing and said that it's maybe not a good career, but then at the same time
At
she
6
was
years
named
old.
Melody.
Oh
So
my God.
I didn't. So
they
either
named her
maybe the father
Melody.
wanted her to be a singer, the mother did not. Maybe.
Wow,
Conspiracy.
this is quite a family story.
Yeah.
So parents name her Melody.
Yes.
The child starts humming melodies
Yes,
before they even
at
talk,
6.
and they were like,
no, you
No.
cannot.
The mother, apparently.
"You shall not be." Wow. Okay.
But
That's
also, who kills the dreams at like 6 years old? Like, people were saying that I want to be a firefighter, and all the parents were like, sure, be whatever you want. And they were like,
Yeah.
no. Don't
maybe
be a
she was
singer.
practicing too much at home, and the parents
Probably.
were
I
like,
feel like that's the
I
most
think
likely.
it just sounds like tired parents
Yeah.
who like regret their choices and regret them their kid singing.
But her dream did not die, and here she is,
Yeah, she is going to Eurovision,
going.
right? What do you think?
Bailando. I liked it.
We loved it.
Simona didn't, but I liked it.
For me, she's very melody festivalen rather than Benidorm performer. I don't know. Like it has like Sweden written all over her. Like the costume, the kind of performance, the sound for some reason. I don't know. I was hoping for something more Spanish.
I can see a bit of that. For me, it's like a mixture of the two. I think maybe the Spanish culture comes through. There are a couple of flamenco-ish
at the start
notes at
and
the start,
yeah.
and it's like some of the singing she does, some of the techniques
Yeah.
are slightly reminiscent of what you could hear in traditional Spanish music. And I saw a comment of Reddit, so once again, not fact-checked, but apparently that helicopter thing with
It's
hair,
like a Spanish thing?
it's also some sort of flamenco dance thing.
I mean, she really has to explain that because otherwise it's just a meme. Like it's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, please fact check us.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, she's very energetic, and obviously she enjoys her song, and she's very passionate. There's so much energy on the dance floor. I just don't sometimes connect I cannot sort of say what's one theme of his performance. It's just, it feels chaotic and not in like a good way. It feels like there's so many things just squeezed in.
I think the performance theme is in the song name, which is Esa Diva. It's diva. Like, what kind of theme are you looking for? There's a throne, there is some kind of roses, glitter, and everything, and dancers. It's diva.
I suppose, she's reenacting diva-esque performance.
Yeah.
But from where I look, I felt like it's a bit
Too much
in a way.
That keeps me entertained, and I want to see what's gonna happen next. It makes us a little bit unpredictable, so that's the biggest pro for the song for me.
Do you mean that she could change it?
Yeah, like, no, as in like so much is happening on the
I
stage.
see.
You know, we are doing flips 1 second, there is a throne shooting fire the next. Like, it kind of keeps you captivated, and I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen next? But at the same time, I find the song a little bit dated. It feels like something from 2000s Eurovision. Feels dated, full of cliches, predictable. But she can sing. She can sing.
Yeah, and she's passionate too.
And she's passionate.
Yeah. People on Reddit like that she's passionate and she's really into it. I guess that moment when she's like on the toilet, she's, you know, not
but
every
I'm
singer.
sorry, but you could like you could see
you
it.
could maybe make a compilation, viewers.
No, don't make any compilations about this. But I think I would just also I would change all her clothing, all of it, like every single item I didn't like. I would also remove half of her makeup, like just so much. She looks like she's old pretending to be young, and she's young. So just remove all that stuff. Remove
she could just
all
be
of
younger.
it. I think if she was a bit more, you know, I suppose her own looking natural and reduced a little bit on the clothing, I think it would be so much better. And, you know, it's fine if she wants to do helicopters and all those other tricks and dances.
Helicopter this way, helicopter this way.
Because it does keep you entertained. But I think if you then calm down some of the other aspects, it will, because it will really improve her performance. And she really can sing, and she can really keep us entertained.
What do you think she should wear? Something red, Spanish, classy dress?
I don't know. I'm like sick of those catsuits, because we were talking about it last year. Like, every single performance had that.
Last year before.
And it's now fourth year of this like same costume. Like, just get something new. Like, I don't even care.
Just like a dog or something, right?
What? Like a dog?
Yeah, instead of cat.
Dog suit?
Dog suit.
Gosh, okay.
Woof woof.
Anyway.
Anyway.
But funny you mentioned the idea of...
Funny is a good word to use here.
No, you don't know what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Funny you mentioned that the question whether she should change her performance, because I already saw on Reddit that she is revamping her song and performance, so that didn't last long. Like it's already been announced.
Was this a draft song or what? Or are we just revamping?
They like a revamp. Chanel revamped hers as well, I remember. To introduce that dance break, I think.
Oh yes. I think the.
I mean, flawless.
But I don't think they gonna translate it to English. Spanish don't like singing in English,
No,
so it's probably
and it doesn't need to. I don't think it needs to.
No, not at all.
It's
so.
Just...
We think qualifying if she makes improvements.
Well, it's Spain, so
Spain.
they are automatically in the final. The question is, I guess the question is: are they qualifying from the right-hand side of the table into the left-hand side of the table? That's the big question.
Yeah, it depends on how many dance and fun songs there could be this year, right?
Yeah, I mean, Spain doesn't really have a good track record in Eurovision, other than once again Chanel.
And they send a lot of passionate songs.
I'm a bit skeptical. I'm sorry. I cannot see who would be voting for it.
Yeah, I'm very skeptical, and I love Spanish songs.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think I liked second and third and probably fifth place winners more than I liked the first place winners. So I don't know. For me, I understand it was kind of decided by the public and they're really behind her, but it just wasn't the song for me. There were so many better songs in the same genre as well. So.
Agreed.
I liked her passion, but I take your points. Okay, so next country that released a song is Greece.
Ooh.
And shall we start with a joke about Greece?
Not sure.
Okay.
Not sure.
So
Is it
there's
gonna be cats who dog suit or something?
Better.
Will we need to cut
Better.
it, August? Will we need to cut it?
No, we won't.
Okay.
I
Okay.
don't think so.
Okay, let's
so
hear it.
There's a university lecture, and okay, let's react to the song.
Cool.
Okay, let's react to the song. Quite some glasses.
I was thinking.
Strong,
Quite some vocals as well.
Quite some vocals as well.
strong glasses, strong vocal,
But is it as strong as the glass look?
strong eyebrows.
Strong features.
Just strong personality.
Strong person.
Just strength.
Yeah.
That's a nice melody coming in.
I'm very happy to hear another national language represented.
What I am not happy about is that it's another sand-colored costume, and it's a very big thing this year. You'll notice it everywhere now.
Looking beige is a thing.
Yeah. Is it because everybody likes Dune, or is it something else?
You know what?
That's a theory.
That's a solid theory.
Yeah, that's not even a conspiracy.
Yeah,
That's a theory.
It's solid.
Some ethnic motifs.
Okay, it's building, it's growing in intensity, adding that rhythm.
Building up to the pinnacle.
Yes.
To Acropolis.
Exactly.
Good job.
Still building.
It's like
Sisyphus, like Sisyphus pushing the stone of the hill. Yeah, it's
Always
constantly
pushing,
going
pushing.
up. Yeah,
But never reaching.
I mean Greek mythology jokes, straight out.
Okay, the dancers are becoming alive. What's gonna happen next? I think the shape that they do on the floor is like a typical Greece architecture. Meander, whatever it's called.
What is this? Why everybody's sharing their knowledge?
I mean, the thunder visuals is a bit Poland-esque.
The clouds.
Yeah, the clouds now.
Yeah, but at least the thunder is on the LED rather than the special effect of the shaky screen.
No,
So it was
pinnacles.
always building.
It's
But
like
it's no big
Sisyphus.
It's like
explosion,
Sisyphus.
like right?
we wanted the pinnacle, the Acropolis, which
We wanted
never
to reach
came.
the top.
The
We
Olympus.
wanted to reach.
The Olympus, that's a good one.
Some sort of dramatic explosion in the Olympics. Yeah. Can I just say, first of all, I'm very happy that Greece returned with a national selection again. Rather, the past few years, don't know how many, but they would just come in and announce their song without any national selection. So great to see they are back into the process of showcasing the local talent and just letting the public. I'm not sure what was the voting system. Was it public and jury?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
25% international jury.
Okay.
So they had this.
Yeah.
And I guess you could say controversy, or not controversy, but one comment is that in the international jury, Claudia was not, she was number 3.
Number 3.
But the Greeks like her.
Okay.
Yeah, the Greek jury and the public.
The people.
So Greek jury is 25% and public is 50%. They both put her as first. So
Okay.
Well, I think that's like a very fair then justification
Yeah.
to bring it. Ultimately, you want to like your song.
Of course. And probably a big part of the song that you will not get unless you speak Greek is the message, right? Have you looked into the lyrics, Augis?
I haven't.
My understanding is it's about migration of certain Greek nation that happened some time ago. Sorry, I haven't read that much, but in essence, it's about the being forced to leave your home, becoming a refugee, and that kind of longing for your home and your land message is there. So I think for the Greek people, it really touched their hearts. Probably for international jury was more difficult to connect.
And maybe that's why there was no sort of pinnacle, as we say.
Yeah.
Because you kind of, there's no resolution at the moment and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so maybe that's why it's
more about building the mood and building that drama and creating that beautiful visual performance.
Like Sisyphus.
yes. Never actually reaching the top. Always pushing.
Okay. So very Greek. Greeks like it. But do we think it will qualify? It could?
I think it
think
might
so.
qualify.
Probably qualify. I don't think it's my favorite. I mean, again, I'm biased. Not a fan of ballads, but
Yeah. I don't think many people would download it and listen to it, but when you watch it on TV on the night, it might be an interesting performance, especially if it's surrounded by dancey bops like Spain. It might stand out and be a breath of fresh air, being just a beautiful, beautiful.
What could they change the clouds to?
the thunder and clouds visuals.
Yes.
I don't know, something that maybe actually showcases the message. I don't want to, we kind of talked about it
People
last
on the
year.
boats.
People on the numerous people,
Yes.
all together.
All the faces.
But something, to kind of maybe illustrate that message if it's not translating
it's longing
as
for your
easily.
home, being forced to leave home. Yeah.
Because at the moment the clouds and the thunder seems a bit generic. Like it doesn't tell me like a specific
Yeah, seems
message.
like a movie maker effect.
Yeah. So maybe that could be improved.
And that is fair. Yeah. Probably one of the easiest things to improve.
I mean, she's like such a good singer. Like the vocal is phenomenal. So she doesn't have to improve much.
Vocally not. Maybe I would like a bit more movement in her body. She's quite static.
Maybe that's sort of part of the point. So the whole sort of energy is just her and her singing
And her glasses.
and her glasses. So that comes to my comment. I would maybe you can introduce even funnier glasses, something like of different nature.
Oh my God.
Because we're going for that comedic effect.
Yeah, because that's what
I checked I went on Google and I think she does wear those glasses always. It's not, she didn't just choose
It's
the
not a performance
stylistic
glasses.
choice for the glasses.
Okay.
Which is
actually like the glasses.
no, the glasses
They are
are
strong.
fine.
It's a
Which she can wear,
memorable piece of
That was
look.
that's what I call a joke.
It's a humor.
Have you heard of the banter that we proclaim with you in this podcast?
Hello.
Here it is.
Oh, you should have told us this is a joke.
I know.
Yeah, you should have let me keep the Greek joke then. Viewers wondering what it is. They cut it out. They cut it out.
Never know.
Never mind.
It's only for the patrons.
Okay. Yes. Good idea. So, Belgium elected their song in Eurosong 2025 national selection.
Woohoo.
Yay! And I have a joke about Belgium.
Of course it
Let's
is.
see if we cut this one.
Oh dear.
What do you call a kid from Belgium? A Brussels sprout.
This is
Okay,
cute.
this is cute.
Yeah.
Keeping this
Okay,
one.
we keep it. We keep it. Nice.
One for the audience,
Yeah, so in Belgium, Red Sebastian won, who I hope is not a communist. He won by a landslide. He won the jury vote and the public vote. Both.
When you don't cut my joke, but you're like, is this a regular outfit? Joking.
Anyway, let's listen to it.
Let's check it out.
Let's react.
That eyeliner.
Cutting candy haze. We're floating up in space.
Let's go.
We're at this town.
The beat is there for sure.
The beat is there, and it's very good.
Visually, this black and white baggy bit clothes, doesn't it give you a bit of
Sylvester Belt.
Sylvester Belt flashbacks?
Yeah, 100%.
Into the mirror and some bright new dimensions where no words are needed. Feel the connection when clocks never tick. Love is the
The vocals don't seem too solid.
No, it needs to work on it, yeah.
He feels very concentrated, very focused, maybe a little bit nervous. I think
I think it's a confidence issue.
yeah, which he had time to work on it. I think there was a lot of pressure on him to win. Belgium is leading the odds. There is just a lot of pressure.
Imagine when you have to win because you're already leading the odds and now I have to fulfill.
But look at his vocals here.
Wow.
This is amazing. They're very solid.
This is amazing part,
It's
yeah.
good when he's the high note with the
That
bass.
falsetto, yeah, perfect.
silence. Never felt so loud. Step into the
Oh, nice.
bright new dimensions.
I like the
Is it gonna come down from his platform or is it just gonna stay there?
He's gonna jump from it.
My jump. True.
I think he's descending slowly.
Okay. Interesting move. Usually you ascend when descend during performance. But he's just coming to the rave in much better way.
He can sing.
He can, yeah. I think it's just the nerves.
And the dancers. Yes, the rave.
Yeah, let's rave.
Exactly like we look.
Feeling it. Yes.
I like the
Basically-
video. The effect is cool. It's crazy.
Should come with a warning. For strobe lights.
I mean, it's in the name. That warning is in the name.
But looks great.
Wow. So, one fact I don't know if you know, his vocal coach is none other than Gustav.
Yes, of course.
Nice, nice,
Love
nice.
Gustav.
He can sing. Yeah, at the
can sing.
beginning we were not sure, but he can.
I think, yeah, he was probably nervous and, you know, he was so high up. Who wouldn't be?
The lower he came, the more confident.
Yeah,
the
maybe.
vocals really improved.
Maybe he's scared of
At the
heights.
top,
Inverted,
Super, super
inverted correlation. Yeah. I love it. I think it's the only song so far that I actually want to listen to again and have in my playlist.
Yeah.
I added to my playlist as well. Very good sign for him, you know.
I think, I had the same doubts when kind of hearing his vocals at first. I was like, oh, is it going to be like one of those songs that sound better on like studio version? But I think it's just confidence, right?
Yeah.
Like towards the end, like his vocals were really solid. The kind of the underlying rhythm, like melody, was just amazing, and the visual performance I really liked as well. I don't know if I like his costume, but
Looks like a
that's
ski
fine.
resort.
Yeah, it's a bit like, I don't know, like I feel like for that like techno rave vibe, I wanted like, I don't know, some like
I want to see some flash.
some flesh or some leather, something cool and dark, and not necessarily a ski jacket, but I'll take it. Like if this is the only flaw with the performance, I will take it.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure he'll work on the confidence, he'll work on the dance moves, so he looks a bit more like relaxed. And yeah, the song is great.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you mentioned sort of some of the similarities of a staging to Look Talk, to Sylvester. I agree with that. But what helps, the staging is similar and sort of, in a way, the vibe is a bit similar as well. But this song has a couple of places where it really sort of drops and stuff like that. And those peaks were missing from Looktalk a little bit. Looktalk was great.
It really speeds up.
It changes.
Really builds. And he also has more opportunities to showcase his voice with that high falsetto that Sylvester didn't
exactly. So I think that's a big improvement on that type of song, I would say.
But in terms of the type of song, would you compare it more to Looktalk or more to We Will Rave?
No, not to. We Will Rave was like this pretend techno, pretend song, and everybody saw it at the end. And
because that's what I'm afraid of, because obviously it didn't do that well. So I really hope
this guy looks like he raves.
Yeah.
I think.
I think the person who has built the staging has been to a rave. I wasn't sure whether Klemen has been to a rave.
Yes.
I think Klemen has seen raves on films and TV, but she hasn't been to a rave. This person, I don't know whether the singer kind of came up with the whole concept or whether there's somebody helping with the staging, but look-wise, I bought it.
Yeah.
Like, this is a rave.
Yeah. I think the dancers, once they come, they're dancing a bit too heavily, like almost it's a rave on a TV show. So you're like, they're really raving, so you have to really exaggerate the move sometimes. I think in a real rave is a bit more cool.
Baby Girl.
The Rave in Baby Girl or other movies.
Maybe that's how young people dance. Maybe we don't get it anymore.
Maybe
those giants.
I'm too old to dance that way, probably. But outside of that, I really, really enjoyed it. Great song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it your favorite?
So far, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So from all of us selected,
Wow.
What about you?
I liked it, but I agree. I think it could be made better with maybe the clothes. Maybe I like the visual, the screen behind him and everything, but it feels like it could be more polished somehow.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, especially the start. But I believe in this song, for example, differently than other songs. I don't
generally
really believe
like these techno.
We like that.
Yeah, we're really big ravers.
It's like appealing to the audience.
I know you're saying that ironically, but
But you are.
like some of us.
But I've mentioned should this play in Fold or not, And everybody who listens who've been to London and Fold and a true raver here.
Cool. So we like Red Sebastian.
Definitely. Great choice for Belgium, showcasing their culture of Tomorrowland a little bit. Love it.
Nice.
Yeah. Did you like any other songs from the performers? Or, I mean, in terms of results, he was so far ahead of everybody else.
It was a landslide, wasn't it?
Landslide. Understatement.
I think it was the most impactful. I haven't seen every performance in full. But from what I've saw in terms of snapshots, it was one that captures you a little bit more than maybe ours.
Yeah, I don't even remember the other performances. No. I was like, after I heard that beat, I was like,
this is it.
This is it.
Okay, so we're happy with Belgium.
Did
it qualify? Wait, Musti did not last year.
That was a shocker.
Oh, so this corrects Musti.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, we hope.
Vocally, for sure. I mean, Musti's vocals were a bit shaky in some places.
Oh shit! I felt so bad. I liked Musti.
I liked Musti as well. But this will qualify. I think it has potential to do well.
Yeah, I think it does.
Still top in the odds.
Still top in the odds.
Is it top in the odds?
No, I think it's not top.
Not anymore?
No, but it's not far. I've checked today.
Okay. So
cool.
Fine.
All right. Should we move on? Okay, so next country is Slovenia that selected the song. I have a joke about Slovenia.
Of course you do.
Let's see if we cut it. Okay. Why is it forbidden to do splits in Slovenia? Because your legs would cross the borders. Because it's so small.
It's not actually that small, is it?
On the map, it's quite small.
Okay. Let's support Augis and his comedic aspirations, guys. Let's support him. We don't judge.
No. Let's react.
Let's react to Slovenia song. Klemen with How Much Time Do We Have Left?
Our baby boy was crawling in the living room. You read a diagnosis.
sad story clearly being
It's
told.
heavy.
It was a sunny day. Through the window there were people going on their ways. Our little child had a bigger smile while we couldn't do nothing but cry.
That's some nice effects in the background, sort of coming up.
We never know.
It feels very emotional for some reason.
Yes, I don't wanna be without your love. How much time
It's very
we
emotional.
left together? We never know. We never
He works well with the camera,
wish we could take it
which is great for a TV show, obviously.
Man in white, with
But I feel
a
like I'm
room
missing,
full
so
of
I understand
clothes,
them.
trying to
I
get
understand the
right.
story and sort of emotion. I'm missing a bit of power
Hypnosis.
in the voice, like showcase more. I don't know, to support that message.
Always determined to
I
try.
mean, this part is pretty impressive.
This is pretty cool.
Left together.
Honestly,
How did they do this?
And I don't understand what's the purpose.
I think the purpose is like when you find out shocking news about the love
Upside down?
Your life is upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because here it's a bit of the vampire-y.
but like his vocals are like not affected by the fact that he sang upside down.
We never know. But we keep standing strong. I admire your power. I admire your will. You made me question the world. Made me question what's real. I admire your power. I admire your will. Your ability to heal. Oh, I admire your power. I admire your will. The way you never gave up until you grew wings and you learned how to fly. Made a loop in the sky. You landed right into my arms.
Oh, the child chorus is behind
Do
me.
we have left together?
There is a child chorus behind, isn't it now, appearing?
Child?
It's a children chorus, sorry.
Choir.
Choir.
Oh, maybe. Or it could be falsetto.
We have left together. We never know. We never know.
You've been very quiet during the song.
Yeah.
It's very serious, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's telling his personal story, right?
Yeah.
So it's really, really raw and heartfelt.
Is that his story?
Yeah. So his wife was diagnosed with cancer. That I understand she is now. She managed to fight it and battle it, and he wrote it as an ode to his wife, and you know how brave she was throughout the whole terrible experience, and how she managed to battle it.
How did I understand slightly differently? I understood that his child got
Yeah.
diagnosed,
No, his
not
wife.
his wife.
Yeah, no, it's just
Is that how anybody
because he
understood
refers to their child in the first line.
Their
child,
child.
yeah, being
And
on
I
the phone,
understood
yeah.
that their child got
No,
diagnosed.
it was
Okay.
like as they were reading the diagnosis, like the child was just there on the floor, and yeah. So obviously it's very sensitive because it's personal story.
But it's a happy story, happy ending, I suppose. Not a
yeah,
happy
But I
story,
mean,
happy
the
ending.
emotion is I don't know, feels
We've still gone through it.
Melancholy.
Yeah, it's melancholy. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the right way to say.
I think a lot of people will connect to the song. Anyone who has any relatives or loved ones who are going through something.
Yeah, and
like
it
that.
doesn't feel like it's I don't know fake or like he's just putting it on for the show. Like it actually feels quite raw. Like I don't know. I now connect with mostly I don't connect with ballads, but I don't know. Just it connected with me, even though I haven't faced that loss. So yeah,
You can feel when it's genuine with these
Yeah.
kind of ballads, right?
yeah.
And it's interesting, probably we discussed it before, but viewers, I don't know if they will know. This is the same guy who did the Putin and the Trump parodies on YouTube and has like tens of millions of views doing parody songs. So it's interesting that he would have some serious performance. And people in Slovenia, I think they're not appreciating this turn of events or selection. At least in
really?
Reddit, people
I mean,
are
it was
saying...
again like quite a landslide in terms of his votes.
many people might not love the song, but he's very loved in Slovenia.
Yeah,
he's a very famous
he's
comedian,
popular,
very
but
popular.
what you maybe we didn't mention is in Slovenia the selection process is not super transparent. They select, the jury selects from 12 songs the top 2, and then the public get to vote from the 2.
Yeah.
So people, at least in comments, maybe this is online, maybe my sample is not accurate, but people are saying it's the worst thing that happened. Welcome to the bottom of your semi. Welcome
I
to the
had the
bottom.
same sample, so we obviously browsed the same Reddit
Yes.
subreddit. But yeah, I had the same sort of understanding from Reddit community that they feel like he's been selected just because he is so well known,
Yes.
not because the song was whatever better, than ours. So that's the sentiment that got from the sort of Eurovision community on Reddit.
And I'm sure partially there must be truth to it, right? My understanding is he was the only well-known or famous name on the list that
but
night.
I looked at the scores, and I think in terms of jury votes, so he got 51 and the next performer got 50. So it wasn't
very close.
Yeah, they selected these
and then
two.
the third one was maybe like 30 something. So
Yes.
those two were top, kind of quite clearly ahead in terms of the jury. And then public votes, if I remember correctly, it was like 8,000 versus 4.
Yeah, but
Like
he
it's
was
double the amount.
But it was 12 performers in total, and the jury selected the top 2. So they
the
pre-selected
audience didn't get to vote for the
Yeah. But
so people were saying that out of so many good ones, this is what we select. So I don't know what else was
But
there.
I feel like this is just like a flawed selection process. Like you have problems with the selection process, not necessarily with the artist, because the artist, I don't feel from these like points that jury clearly favorited the artist because they were so close. And then the public, when they got to vote, it wasn't even close.
Just that they didn't get a chance to
vote for the ones like
Maybe they liked something else much
so,
more.
But out of 2, they may have liked him much more.
Yeah.
But why didn't you just give us a chance to vote for
On everything.
on everything? So I think it's the process. It's not
It's the
jury
process.
issue.
It's not jury. It's not the Klemen as a performer, but I don't know.
The logic in this waiting is that we don't really trust the people to elect the top 2. You get the minimal choice and then you can select, but the jury gives you.
I mean, I don't understand what's the point even showing everybody. Then just show
The
2
two.
songs.
That is true. At the same time, we talked about the Lithuanian selection process where it doesn't matter if people vote, you still end up with somebody who wins the jury vote going through. So maybe we're just cutting the corner if only the jury vote matters.
I suppose in Lithuania it's a bit more nuanced in the fact that it's only if there is a tie in the score. Initially, the scoring is the same. So basically,
the same weight.
Yeah, it has the same weight.
50-50.
It's only in the situations where it then ends at the time. So it's not like pure just jury is favorited all the time, or they have ultimate power at the start. It's just sort of
but
it's a resolution mechanism that they thought. I'm not saying is correct, but it's a bit, I think, more nuanced than to compare to
Slovenia. Compare the two cases, for people who voted for Black Bicep in the Lithuanian semi and got disappointed that they didn't make it through, for them it's a waste of money. Here, Slovenian process is saying, well, don't waste your money on the acts that are not going to make it if we are prioritizing the jury vote. Just spend your money on the acts that actually matter.
Yeah, well, we have what we have now. So the question is, how well do we think he will do?
Yeah, true.
I don't think he will do well, but I actually like the song.
Oh, somebody left a funny comment on Reddit. He could pull a Don's and then do well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if he improves on a little bit more.
That's a reference to Don's egg, if not clear.
I feel like I'm missing a bit Don's power, raw power coming through the song. This is a more like soft song, I suppose.
Soft and emotional.
Yeah, but not. Yeah, you can compare it, but I think Don's had like the power going through his voice and sort of performance. But yeah, I saw we've been browsing through the same things.
Yeah, beautiful. But it's very sad. For me, it's just sad. For me, as someone with health anxiety, I just find it way too sad and triggering in a way.
Better bailando, bailando, to the diva.
I think if he manages to capture that first moment, which is often most important for people to keep on listening to a ballad, I think currently he does it quite well with sort of the first words of the lyrics are very powerful, very relatable, very raw. I think if he delivers that well, people will be more captured and therefore will vote for him more. And I think he does it not badly already, so I would imagine he improves on it even more. So I think just because of that, he has a chance.
I think so. And also he has a great moment being upside down.
Yeah,
That's a great moment.
Yeah.
If that moment is shown in the recaps, I think it can do well.
Yeah, I think my concern is that Slovenia don't do really well, even with like clear favorites, for example, like Carpe Diem, who were like loved by the fans. They got through to the final, and then in the final, I think they were kind of right side of the table. So even with like kind of strong performances, there just doesn't seem to be like a lot of support for Slovenia.
But that's once in the final. We get to the final. And I think the question was
not always
whether we're going to get through to the final.
Yeah, but they don't always get through. Like I had a lot of Slovenian performances that I liked over the years because they were always a bit like slightly weird, kind of melancholic, artsy. I kind of like Slovenia as a country, but they very rarely kind of make it to any decent spots.
Do you think it's because they're small and they don't have a lot of diaspora?
Lithuania is small.
But it has a lot of diaspora.
Yeah.
So that helps.
Yeah. Any other favorites from the selection?
Slovenian selection. I found that I can't remember the name of her, but the lady that did this throaty singing.
Oh yeah,
I found that very interesting.
Really
that captivated me.
Yeah, it captivated me. I went back to watch the performance, and then I think I got distracted, and I don't think it captured the whole performance. Captured me.
Yeah,
captivated me. It was more that particular.
It was
recap.
mildly interesting.
Yeah,
in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So this is it. Next week, Ireland, and more,
and many others.
Who follows Bambi Thug? Difficult act to follow.
Yeah,
very difficult. Yeah.
Okay, excited.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.